Welcome back. Creating opportunities for each and every resident in our city to make a difference. This is while playing a role in the future of our community. Now, that is the mission of the One Albuquerque campaign. Now, again, this campaign has made it easier for everyone to get involved here in the Duke City and make a difference. I spoke with Nick Vottero. He is the Civic Engagement Coordinator for Mayor Keller's office, and this is all about the volunteering efforts here and opportunities in Albuquerque and the resources you need to get started. Right now this morning we are joined by Nick Vottero. He is the Civic Engagement Coordinator with the City of Albuquerque in the Mayor's office. Nick, great to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
For everybody at home right now, let's give them a little bit of background on the Office of Civic Engagement.
Yeah, so we were established about a year ago by the Keller administration, really in line with and a critical component of the One Albuquerque initiative. Our office was created to really turn city government inside out. And give each and every resident of our city an opportunity to play a meaningful role in our community and in the future of our community. Because, you know, with the One Albuquerque mission, we feel like the best way to rise up to the greatest challenges that are faced by our city and the best way to make Albuquerque a safe, inclusive, and innovative city that works for all of its residents is really with a whole of community approach.
With that community involvement, let's talk a little bit about the volunteer system for nonprofit and for-profit businesses here in the Duke City.
Yeah, so we, our work has been both internal and external. Our internal work when we came on was really to shore up and streamline a lot of our resources with City of Albuquerque departments, 12 to 15 departments that are using volunteers, and our volunteers were, submitting documents twice, 3 times. Someone who works already with the city department would find it difficult to move across departments. So a lot of our work was streamlining that process internally, but also we found an opportunity to really add a benefit to organizations who are using volunteers or who are getting volunteers out into the community to make a difference. A lot of our work for external departments or external organizations has been to, provide, we've really wanted to create a one-stop shop for people who are looking to get out into the community and get involved. So, previously there were, a number of sites where folks could go to and no real catalog of all the ways to get involved in the community. So we recently relaunched our volunteer site that not only provides recruitment resources, the ability to get volunteers engaged in your work, but also your ability to get the word out about your organization.
Yeah, let's talk about how some of those volunteers were able to help out now during the times of COVID-19.
During COVID-19, we saw all of the volunteering with our city departments really, for the most part, grind to a halt, and that's kind of the narrative that we've seen all across the nation. Organizations are looking into number of lost volunteer hours, the kind of economic impact of COVID-19 on community work. But really, we've seen here with the drop in formal volunteering, we've really seen Albuquerque step up and make a difference. When cities all across the nation we're seeing volunteer numbers drop and volunteer hours drop, we saw a rise in volunteers getting out, doing things like making masks or helping our emergency shelters or providing childcare to frontline healthcare workers. And we logged upward of 25,000 volunteer hours over the last few months since we declared a public health emergency, which translates to an economic impact of over $600,000 contributed right back into our community from volunteers.
For anybody looking to get involved with this, how can they do that, Nick?
They can check out the website. We are at www.oneabqvolunteers.com. It is spelled out ONEABQvolunteers.com. And you can go there, find a way to get involved, play a meaningful role in your community, or if you're an organization looking to get volunteers engaged in your work, you can get your organization set up on the site and add to the community impact.
All right. Nick Vottero, thank you so much again for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
And for a full recap of that entire interview regarding the One Albuquerque campaign and how you can start volunteering, we'll have information on that later on this morning at alwaysonkrqe.com.